And you come across as like a real badass in the movie as well. Was there any specific training that you had to do, or are you just naturally this cool?
I'm naturally badass. No, that's like...
Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Sim, joined by the beautiful Mandeep.
Hey everyone.
And guys, okay, you can stop commenting. We're finally checking out the interview that JB did with Yash. This has been over comments for the last whole month actually. Every third or second comment has been please react to Yash interview by JB Koay. So here it is guys, we're super excited to check this out. I know you guys have requested it for a long time, so we do hope you like our reaction on this. As you guys know, we're huge fans of Yash. And apparently in this interview, he gives a bit more detail about his background, about the things he's done. So that's really great to see, guys. So guys, as you know, we're huge fans of Yash, and we're super excited to check out more about his background and see what he says in this interview. Now the interview is not conducted by us, by all means. It's done by JB and Achara. I'm sure you guys know who they are. They're the godfather of reaction channels. We look up to those guys as well. They're incredible. So guys, I'll leave a link to their original video down below and also a link to their channel. If you're not subscribed to JB Koay, what are you doing honestly? Go and subscribe to the channel first and then come back and watch this video. Those guys are absolutely legends. And thank you for them for letting us making this reaction video. But without any further ado, let's jump straight into a reaction guys. We're super excited to see this interview.
Before I forget, I wanted to say congratulations on having a baby daughter.
Yeah, congrats.
Yes,
So,
congrats.
How's Radhika doing?
He's had a son as well now.
Really fine. Yeah.
Okay.
He's doing great.
I'm just so curious as to how it's been like going into fatherhood and the simultaneousness of this film being released. Like that's just super crazy because like this is like the biggest movie you've ever been part of, right?
Yes, yes.
And like it's your first child. That's like a life-changing event.
It's like having two babies at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. But my baby is gonna, I think she has brought in a lot of luck and happiness in my life. So I think in this kind of mindset, I've been able to do things better. I've been running around with a lot of excitement. I know how much ever I work hard back home, there's one little angel waiting for me. So I go there and play with her, and that's a wonderful feeling. And yeah, I think as an actor, you should learn to balance everything, or as any individual, any human being, he has to balance work and personal life. Only then the life becomes complete, and you should enjoy everything. I enjoy my quality time with my family as much as I enjoy working. So it's the same, and it's all about balancing.
Right.
So it's great to see this interview, guys.
So you said that the film has been in production for 4 years, but you've been in principal photography for 2 years.
Yeah, pre-production went for 2 years. And then we started shooting like 2 years ago. But we just shot for 150 to 180 days, I think. I don't remember exactly. But over a span of 2 years, we shot for 150 or 160 or maybe close to 180 days.
So I don't think shoots in India normally take that long, right? Like.
Yes. It's an ambitious film and a very big budget film here.
Okay.
So
well, we know that.
It was kind of very challenging to shoot in a couple of locations. Okay. So we had to take that much time. No, but there are films which have been shot for 250 days, 300 days. Comparatively, I feel this is less for what we have achieved. And that's because of the kind of technicians we have. All of them are really wonderful. Yeah. And their work is truly world class. So
when you're shooting for like that long time span, do you get days off? And how many hours a day are you shooting?
See, we do get day off. See, especially you saw the portions where the mining thing is shown, the gold mine portion. Yeah. There couldn't shoot more than 10 days. Okay. That's like a dump yard. That's
because of the health reasons.
Soil of that gold field. They've been dumping it there, and they process it with the cyanide. So it's called Cyanide Hills.
Oh wow.
So
yeah, check it out behind the scenes of KGF, guys. This is explained there as well.
Since it's not very shooting location and very healthy also. And people used to say, no, I'm not feeling well. A lot of people used to be very tired because the weather is also the extreme weather conditions. It's too hot in
dust
summer
storms.
And too cold.
Set got destroyed many times.
And it was very windy, dusty, and when it rains, the whole sets, a lot of times the sets have been destroyed. So it was very challenging work with the help of art director. He did an amazing job. No matter how many times the set got destroyed, he was there and he was telling us like, no problem sir, you just take care of rest of the portion. Wherever the sets are okay, you keep shooting that portion. I'll get it done like this. And he did it. He did an amazing job. And I have a wonderful producer called Vijay Kirigandur.
We know Vijay Kirigandur. He's an amazing
right
producer,
there,
guys.
and he was telling us, no problem. I know this happens, but you guys are trying to achieve something very big. Go ahead. And he spent money like water.
Did you get sick at all? Did you have to spend any time in the hospital in that kind of environment?
No, not at all. I think it's all in your mind. If you're strong, nothing will happen to you.
Oh, wow, you're invincible.
And we know Rocky is strong.
I'm invincible. When I'm working, I'm invincible.
Yeah.
And you come across as like a real badass in the movie as well. Was there any specific training that you had to do, or are you just naturally this cool?
I'm naturally badass. No, that's like, here, if you have to survive as an actor, you should have that kind of mass following, and kind of the mass audience like that kind of an attitude. And few things, I come from a very small town, and I always wanted to be an actor, and I've grown up watching films. So I kind of believe that I'm a hero or a star since my childhood.
Jeez.
So that comes naturally.
Is there anything for you that separates this from other action films that have come before it?
It's kind of different from what we do here. Mm-hmm. And I always believe action, it's not about how you kick a person or how you punch a person. It's the emotion behind it. Yeah. If the scene demands, or if scene has
KGF is an emotion itself.
As a sequence, as a whole, if it has a demanding action sequence, then that works. So this film has got a lot of emotional action sequences where you feel like, come on man, hit him.
I just wanted to go back to talking about how you started in the film industry, because I know that in India, a lot of people come from film families, but you didn't.
True.
Like, what did you do to break into the industry and get to where you are now?
I was crazy. That's all I can say. See, thing is, when I was a kid, I used to participate in dance competitions and a lot of cultural activities. Oh, wow. So then all my teachers, they kind of liked it, and I got addicted to that attention what an actor gets. So they used to give a special importance to me. Even teachers used to call me, "Hello hero, how are you?" So I used to feel I kind of believed that I'm a hero. Mm-hmm. So then, when even in school, if they asked you, what do you want to be in future? When you grow up, what do you want to become? So I used to tell, I want to become a hero. Then everybody would laugh at class. But then gradually, as I started taking it seriously, I realized how difficult it is to get into a film industry without any film background. I asked my parents, I said I want to study acting. I said I want to join acting institution, acting classes. They said, no, nothing doing, you have to finish your degree. But then after 12 plus 2, I kind of ran away from my house. I ran off. Then I came to Bangalore, and the city was completely unknown to me. I didn't even know a single person in the city. So I had to really work hard. So a lot of people helped me. I got into theater. I joined theater. Mm-hmm. I think that the best thing happened to me. I started working as a background actor. You know what is background actor?
Yeah. I used to do it too.
Yeah.
Oh really? I didn't know
JABY
was a background actor.
Learn a lot of things, and enjoyed working there. Then I met a couple of wonderful technicians and wonderful actors in theater. All of them helped me. And then got into television. From television, I went into movies. Here I am talking to you guys.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, hold on. Let's back up a little bit, because it's like it sounds so simple when you like compress the story. So you landed in Bangalore. What did you do? Like did you know any friends? Like how did you survive?
See, I had no other choice. I had to stay here. My parents had told me one thing: don't go to any of the relatives, and don't take anybody's help and spoil our name. Uh-huh. If you want to do it on your own. Okay. And if you come back, we're not going to let you go. So that's what they told. Okay. And I think they thought I will come back very soon. Uh-huh. I was a simple kid who didn't have much of an exposure about life. Right. But I came here, and you know how these big cities are, especially in our country. Mm-hmm. It's all crowded, and everybody is busy. Okay. And I think it's everywhere in the world. So all of them, when I saw these people here, so much of havoc here happening in the city, I'm like, oh God, what is this? What am I going to do here? Then somehow I got in, I joined as an assistant director for a movie that was called Stop, and it got stopped like within 2-3 days. Yeah. So I generally, when you work for a movie, they give you a place to stay. So I had a hotel, so I could stay there.
Okay.
So I just stayed there, but it got stopped. So then I had no other options now. I was on streets again. Then an associate director for that film, he saw me and he said, why don't you come home? He helped me. His name is Mohan. He took me to his place. He had a very small place. Comparatively, I think only 2 or 3 members, 3 person could sleep there. So I just went there and I saw and I felt very bad. I felt like life is strange. There were a lot of people, a lot of my relatives who had big places, but they said they are busy or they're going out of town. But here is a man who said, come, why don't you join us, with a very small place, what he had. So his heart was big.
Wow.
So, yeah, then from there, I kind of...
your story's almost making me cry, man. Like, this is some powerful shit. Like, this is amazing.
No, but see, I don't have to tell this, but you went into detail. But why I'm telling you this is because I think if somebody is watching this, they should understand that there will be a lot of difficulties, there will be a lot of hardship, but if you pass that, there will be a lot of good things waiting for you. So then, I went there, I stayed in a bus stand for a whole night. The place because there I had to decide whether to go home or to stay. And here the film industry is like how your Hollywood is there. We have a Gandhi Nagara. It is Hollywood for us. So that's where all the film activities happen. It's a small place.
So that bus stand that you slept on, is there a sign there that says Yash slept here once? Was taking photos?
No, I'm not that big also. There are a lot of great personalities in our state who have achieved much more than what I've done.
Okay.
So, but I think I will reach there eventually.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, how are you?
Wait for KGF Chapter 2.
I'm very proud. But parents are parents, Even today they complain about a lot of things. Even today they think I'm irresponsible. And whole of Karnataka, whole of India thinks I'm a very responsible person. There's my parents or my mom especially, she thinks I'm very responsible. Yeah. And that's why they are parents. They keep you grounded. They give you a reality check.
So how long until the biopic of Yash? It sounds so interesting. Your life story sounds so interesting.
Very filmy. You can make a movie in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When is it coming, man? Like, you should totally do it.
You should secure the rights to that.
You want to do it together?
Can we enroll in that movie?
Story, I will have the rights. You act, man. You look. You look pretty cool, yeah.
No, but I think we need to know.
If Jamie's gonna act, I'll act.
You just bypass the part where he said, "I play him."
I know, but you need to grow a beard like his.
I can do it.
Check, done.
When I started, I just had something like what you've got now. Only so much beard. So it's okay. It will do. It will do. I love him.
I got hair like him too. I'll make it work.
Yeah. Hearing your story, and it's just, it's so moving and inspirational. And I know you do a lot of philanthropy on the side as well. Did the help that you received when you were starting out kind of affect your worldview and make you want to give back to society as well?
Yeah, but see, I don't call it a difficult time because I had much more difficulties in my childhood. So I have seen a lot of difficulties there. I used to think that somebody will come and save me or save our family from all of this. So that kind of was there in me, like saying somebody who has got that potential can come and help. And I always expected somebody to come, but nobody came. So then when I became an actor, it's not like I'm a hero, I want to help people, but somewhere I feel that I have to do something about it or somebody should do something about any issue, then I'll just place myself in their shoes and I think that, okay, if If I have the capacity, I should do it. That's how it has started. And it's not like I want to help the people, I want to change the world. It's not like that. I'm very practical. But yet, if I can do something with whatever little potential I've got or little capacity I've got, so I will try to do that. That's it.
If you don't mind me asking, and if you're comfortable talking about it, what kind of difficulties did you face in your childhood?
I don't know. People will be interested to listen to all of it.
I don't care. I'm interested. I want to know.
Me too.
People will be bored of it, man.
No,
we're not bored.
Trust me.
Coming from a small town, and my dad was a KSRTC bus driver, so he was a government employee. He was a driver there.
Okay.
So he had a very small income, and with all of that, I used to study in a school where all these rich people studied because they wanted to give me a good education. So I never felt that I come from a family where their revenue or their income is very low compared to all my friends, because they never gave me that kind of feeling. So they got me whatever I wanted, and I was a very confident kid. But one thing what my parents had always given us, that confidence. So I never had a complex. Now if I'm talking to you guys, I'm not even studied in a good convent, and English is your language. When people compare, if you don't know English, they have a different kind of mindset. So a lot of people have complex because of this language itself. And I'm somebody who is very confident about whatever I do. I don't care about whether I know English or whether I know any other language. It's all about that confidence and that thing in you. If you have that, will and intelligence and that hardworking nature, you can achieve. And I think when I'm talking, the emotions are same. Even you people are feeling it, or you people are understanding. So it's universal. So studying there, we had a difficult time because my parents went through some difficult times, financial losses, all of it. So then I started working at a very young age. We opened a provision store. I don't know. A
convenience
grocery store. Grocery store.
Okay.
It's not like your US where you have those big malls and
like
those things.
Like a street market kind of thing?
Market kind of thing.
Okay.
I used to work. I used to wake up early in the morning, go and buy vegetables and all of that, and bring here and make a little profit, yet go to school. And we had a financial crisis. My mom went to help some lady, and she kind of committed. So it's a pathetic story. I don't know why you people are making me talk all of it.
If you don't want to, that's fine.
I find it fascinating.
It's fascinating.
I find it fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay, but
it is very
let
interesting.
me make it very short. So somebody cheated us. So we had a financial crisis. And you know people, how they treat you. When you have money, they treat you differently. And when you don't have money, they just kind of run away from you.
Yeah. Hearing your story, I definitely think you need to make the movie about you. It definitely needs to happen.
Yeah.
You show all this, it's almost like Pursuit of Happiness. You ever see that movie? It's almost like that. At the end, he becomes Yash.
No, yeah. So after that, I think we had a lot of humiliation also. But my mom, she always believed that my son is going to be a big guy. Yeah. My son is going to be a hero. And which is kind of similar in this film also. KGF, that's where I can relate to.
Yeah.
So she always believed that I'll be a very big person. Not about being in industry. She didn't think that I'll be an actor. But she knew that I'm going to make it big. She always had that confidence. You know how those small complexes will be, especially when you come to your teenage, when you have friends who are roaming around with everything, bike, this thing. So we used to have that problem. But somehow I had that attitude where I always felt I'm a hero, so that thing kept me going. And then, so I don't want to get into detail, but yes, I have faced a lot of difficulties, but it doesn't matter. But even then, I tell you one thing, I never thought it is a problem, or it never made me low. I was always enjoyed everything, every phase. Even if people tell me, now when I'm telling you that I had no place to sleep here when I entered this industry, I don't see it as a difficulty. For me, it was all exciting journey. I used to see new place, I used to meet new people. So the attitude was as such where
how you look at it.
I just focused about my destiny or where I had to head. Mm-hmm. So that's what happened. And then, when you get into this theater and when you start working, you become a different person. I think theater changed me. It made me a confident person, and it made me understand what life is. And then, so it just goes on.
Yeah, that thing that you said about confidence is very interesting because her mom always says,
Yeah.
just remember, everybody shits.
Yeah.
That's a very, very cool thing.
Yeah.
That's how you should look, yeah.
Is there anything, and just to go back to, the movie, was there anything in particular that drew you to the character? Did you have any specific inspirations in developing him?
I'm a simple person, so I will never say that I just did so much of hard work to get into this role. It's all, I don't believe in all those things. See, I'm an actor, it's my job. So all I do is to understand that character. I give time to understand that character. So I kind of sat down with director and I just started discussing a lot of things, and this script kind of developed in that initial 2 years. So I was there all together with him. So I used to understand what he's looking at and what we are trying to achieve. So I knew who is Rocky exactly. So it was easy for me to go and perform. It's not about building body, or it's not about just the physical appearance. It's about how you think, how you look at the character. You have to believe that you are Rocky, and everything rest will fall in place. And that's my job. So no much of hard work other than growing my beard and maintaining it for 2 years.
Let me pause and record. Sorry, our video stops every 30 minutes.
That says, okay, it was very boring and it was a long...
Does Radhika like the beard?
Radhika, no, she has a problem with the beard.
Oh, really?
She is always like asking me to get rid of beard, and I did once. Yeah, so she celebrated it and it became viral here.
There's a video?
Beard was a celebration here. Again, now since I'm not working, I'm just been busy promoting, so I'm just back with my beard. Not to the extent what I had, but yes, I have.
Are you gonna shave it again soon?
I have to, yeah, for another this thing. But let's see. It all depends
another project?
how this movie is working. This movie works.
So if you and Prashanth Neel ever disagreed on set, did you ever try resolving the argument by beating up a bunch of thugs in front of him?
No, we always have that discussion. We will have that kind of argument when you're working. And I think all of us are matured enough to understand it is for the film and it is for the good. It's all about you convince me or I convince you. That's it.
Right. How many, because it says KGF Chapter 1, how many chapters are there?
There are 2 chapters.
Was that always gonna be the case, or was it the case of like the film just grew and grew and grew that you were like, oh, we have 2 movies now?
No, when we started shooting, we just had 1 part. We kind of worked on script for 2 years, so we had a lot of material. But when we started shooting there in KGF, Cyanide Hills, their director felt that we were rushing because we had so many things where I could get into detail and show it, so which will have a better impact. I think after 2 days or 3 days of shoot, we sat down and we discussed, and then we decided, okay, let's make it in 2 parts since we have a story. And every story, when you are going for a 2-part, you should have a starting and a proper ending for each part. So we had such kind of a thing, and which was really convincing. So then I said, yes, okay, if you guys are okay, I'm okay. And then I feel it is the best decision. And even in terms of business,
thank God.
That's a very good model. And the whole world follows it.
Are there any directors or actors that you're anxious to work with next?
No, I never think like that. So it's all about good movies. I just want to entertain people. It's not about me working or getting into any other industry or me trying to grow. It happens naturally. If you do a good film, if you entertain people and if they like you, eventually it will reflect on your career as well. It's all like byproducts of success. So let me not think. I can work with anybody, and my problem is if I want to do something or if I wish something, I will make sure I get it.
So you seem like you have like a lot of confidence and a good head on your shoulders. Do you look back on your performances in Jambara Hudugi and Mogina Monasu? Like, I'm sorry if I'm saying it incorrectly. Do you look back on those 2 films with pride, or do you look back on it critically? And is there anything you wish you did different in those movies?
I haven't heard of those films.
Now that you can look back on it.
See, as an actor, you always have that problem.
See, I was looking for that. I was looking for that.
I look pathetic in all my films, and but I always feel I've given my best. That was the knowledge what I had then. So I given my best in whatever I did. So no regrets. But at the same time, as an actor, you should always grow. That's a very good sign. if I feel that, okay, whatever I did in my first movie, still I'm doing the same and I still look the same, then I'm not growing. So that should look bad. So only then you would have grown.
I have a random question. This is something that's been like eating at my brain for a while now. We've got, you know, Madonna, there's Prince, Rajnikant, and Yash, right? So what do you have to do to just be called by one name? It's just like a one-name person.
That's true, actually. You never thought of that.
Yash.
Yeah.
So I want to remain Yash. Is that your?
But how did you
how
earn?
does that happen?
How did you earn that one name moniker? Your birth name is 3 names, right?
Okay.
Right.
So
And
you're talking about name Yash.
Now you just have one name.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. There were a lot of actors by the name Yash when I entered film industry. So I wanted to be unique, and here that's a tradition. A lot of actors change their name. They keep a screen name. And luckily, Yash, that Yashwant, I had another name called Yashwant. And, so when I came here, I just made it as Yash. I wanted it to be very unique. Like you said, it should be one name.
Yeah, I feel like anyone who has one name is like a superstar.
No, we don't have a surname here down south. We do have, but it's not like compulsion that we have to use a surname.
Okay.
So it's all about having that unique name where people, if you say Yash, I'll be the only Yash in Karnataka.
So can we really write the real life story of Yash? Is it?
Nobody's going to watch it.
No, we'll watch it.
Everybody's going to watch it.
There are a lot of people. I think everybody will have a story. Every person will have a story. If I talk to you for 5 minutes, you will have a story which will be equally wonderful or better than my story.
I have a story, but it's not like your story. Your story's better.
There is no story called better in this thing. It's all about where you end up and what.
It's all relative.
I always believe it doesn't matter from where you come or what was your background. What you do is important.
Well, I really appreciate your humble spirit. It's very refreshing.
Yeah.
So.
That's real.
Yeah, totally.
That's the ultimate truth.
Yeah.
You have to understand that. And I thank you guys. I've been seeing all your reaction videos. That's super cool. And I love the way you people encourage every film. And it's nice. It's kind of nice when we see a person who's sitting so far, when they talk about my film and they appreciate little effort, whatever we have done. And it's so nice. This is the best part about being an actor. And I love you guys for what you have done and keep doing it. And there are a lot of fans. Wow. My fans also told me about you guys. They sent me those videos. I saw all your videos and they're very excited to see you people reacting to our movies. So our Kannada industry is a wonderful wonderful industry.
Yep, we know that.
A lot of wonderful actors, wonderful writers, and people love you. You keep supporting our films. And when I come to USA, let's catch up.
Okay, man. Okay,
yes.
Sounds good. Or when we come to India again.
Yeah, please come. You're always welcome.
All right. Thanks so much for doing this.
Thank
I really
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
All right, take care, man.
Take care. You too.
Peace out.
That was amazing, guys.
Wow.
Oh my god. It was so interesting to see more about Yash and his beginnings. As JB was saying, Yash thought that we would not be interested in learning about his background, his childhood.
No.
But it's the opposite, actually.
Yeah.
I was actually super curious and that was really interesting to see how he came to be where he is today.
Yeah.
You know, sleeping at the bus stand, having all those hardships when he grew up as a child.
Yeah.
That's all really interesting to see, and that shows you that he's a simple person just like all of us, but he worked hard to get to where he is.
Yeah, he's a very strong person.
Yeah, he's very confident. You see how much confidence he has in himself? That's a great thing to have.
Yeah.
To be that level of a hero, to be that kind of person, the biggest thing you need is self-confidence, the self-belief. That if you believe that you'll get there, then you do get there. You know what I mean? As you said, the one thing I loved about him is that he said he always believed he was a hero.
Yeah, he's loaded with confidence.
Yeah, so ever since he was a little kid, he thought himself was a hero, which is great to see. And now, he is the whole world's hero.
Yeah, he's where he wanted to be.
Exactly. Hundreds of millions of people are looking up to him as a hero. Yeah. So that must have been an amazing feeling for him when he realizes that, oh my god, I finally reached my destination.
Yeah.
But that's all thanks to him. You know what I mean? As JB was said, that he was asking really good questions in there. And one of the questions he asked was, you know, all the other actors we know, a lot of actors come from acting families.
Yeah.
Like they already have their fathers or their grandfathers in the
Acting
industry.
background, yeah.
But you came from a non-acting background, and to enter the industry, that's a very tough thing these days. Because the competition is just so high over there, because the number, right, the population is so big, so everyone's trying to be an actor. So you really have to stand out, or you got to have really good connections.
Yeah.
And the thing with him is, he didn't have any good connections. All he had was a dedication and commitment.
Yeah, and his hard work.
Yeah, his
And
hard
his
work.
positive attitude toward the life.
Yeah, and that's what
earned all
paid,
the fame.
and that's what got him this end result to where he is today. You know what I mean? And one of the best things he said in there was, you know, when he didn't have anyone to go to, didn't have any place to sleep, he said his relatives wouldn't take him in, and that's the common thing with relatives. You find a lot of people, when you're really in need of help, all the people you know start to back away. But he said he found this assistant director, I think he said, who took him to his place, and it was a very small house, but he was still willing to share with Yash. And that's the biggest thing. It's not about the size of your house, you know, the amount of money you have. It's about the size of your heart, as what he said. So if you're willing to share, even a small room is enough.
Right.
So he stayed there, and he's like, oh wow, I really hope that he's still friends with that guy, or still acknowledges him as he does. Because, you know, I mean, when someone helps you when you need it the most, you gotta thank them. That's the person who came to your rescue when you were down.
And you always remember him.
You always remember them, yeah. So that was great to see that Yash was talking about that person as well.
Yeah.
This interview was amazing. Like, you know, thank you for JABY and ACHARA for conducting this interview so we can all get to know a bit more about Yash. I wonder if they're going to do another interview with him for KGF Chapter 2. I'm pretty sure they will, because Chapter 2, they're going to have to do some promotional material as well, right? And Chapter 2 is just going to be even more amazing. This is incredible. And one of the things I didn't realize, Yash, he watches reaction videos. Oh, let me rephrase that. He watches JB's reaction videos, which is cool to see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's so interesting.
Yeah,
if
it's
you
interesting
realize,
to hear.
yeah, if you realize such a big megastar watches your videos, I'll be nervous first of all. I'll be like, oh my god, I'm not sure if he likes my
It's like a
content.
reward to you.
Yeah, that was amazing. And you know, he was saying he loves the work they do and representing the Karnataka industry and the South industry, and it is true. That's all. That's what the main reaction channels are supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? Same as us. Obviously, we're not at the level of JB, but the main focus is to showcase this brilliant cinema, to showcase it around the world, to talk about the films that are coming up. You know what I mean? To give them a word outside just India as well. So like what we're doing here in Australia, JB is doing in the US. So this is all great to see, and it was amazing to see that Yash appreciates that. I'm not sure if every person looks at it that way. A lot of people think reaction videos, oh, he's just reacting to it. But there's a lot more to it goes than just sitting behind the camera and doing your reactions on it.
Right.
It's about how you interpret it, and then how you spread that word around the world, or how you help communicate what the movie is trying to say to the broader audience. I mean, that's the main focus of doing a reaction video, at least for me personally, and for you, I know as well. But that was amazing, guys. That interview, that was one of the best things I've seen. JB and ACHARA, as I said, they are role models. They're such amazing people. We watched some of their videos as well, and they're incredible. And if you guys haven't subscribed to them already, as I said, I don't know what you're doing. Go subscribe to them first, okay? Before you subscribe to our channel, make sure you subscribe to JB. And I think ACHARA has a separate channel as well. I'm not too sure on that one. But if she does, make sure you subscribe on both of the channels.
She does have.
Yeah, and they're amazing people. And then come back and subscribe to us as well. And guys, if you did enjoy this reaction video and want to see more reaction videos like this, make sure you show this video some love by smashing the like button. If you have any more recommendations for us on what we should react to next, leave a link down below. We'll definitely check them out. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Bye-bye.